Hello, this is Mark Jaynes, loan officer and owner of Rapid Mortgage. Believe it or not, now in December of 2022 is a fantastic time for buyers to buy a home. Let me explain my reasoning behind that. Interest rates are high right now. We had rates go up over 7%. Recently, we've seen a little bit of a pullback. We're now actually seeing rates in the mid sixes, so that's already gotten a little bit more friendly for the consumer. But the main reason it's a great time to buy right now is because there's not as much competition. If we go back 6 months ago, buyers were putting in offers against 20 other people, needing to cover $40,000 of an appraisal gap, just doing all kinds of crazy things to try to win the battle and get into contract. And that world has shifted right now. Homes are sitting on the market, albeit even sometimes only for a week or two, but it's changed that perception where sellers are actually willing to pay closing costs, do different things. Your buyer doesn't have to go over market right now. It's a really, really good time to buy. The main reason that buyers are on the sidelines is because they think they shouldn't buy a home when rates are at 6 or 7%. What most of them don't fully realize is they can easily refinance once rates drop back down. I did a conference last week with a bunch of high-powered economists. The general gist is that sometime in the middle of next year, they expect rates to start dropping. And obviously they don't have a crystal ball, but their prediction is that we will get back down to 5.25 on interest rates by the end of 2023. The reason that they're saying now is the best time to buy is they think that 5.5% on the interest rate is a psychological barrier to the consumer. And as soon as rates drop below 5.5, we'll have all of the buyers that were on the sidelines instantly come back into the market, putting us back into a potential for multiple offer bids, some of the craziness that we saw in 2021. So if the buyer can find the home that works for them right now, get in without the competition, even if they have to take a 7% rate, they're only gonna have that rate, depending on which economist you listen to, between 6 and 12 months. And then we will refinance them for free, so they can do a free refinance down to 5.5, 5.25, 4, whatever rates happen to get down to in 2023. So now is a really, really good time to buy. I think we need to get that message out to the consumer. The other thing that came up in that conference is that nationwide, there's going to be stories about home values dropping, but the emphasis on that was primarily going to be the big city markets, Chicago, San Francisco, Austin, Texas. They expect those areas that got overheated, they're going to probably suffer some price drops. They actually specifically referenced Columbus, Ohio in the national conference I was at as one of the places that is fairly immune to price drops because of Intel coming in. We didn't have the overheated market that a lot of other places saw. So they expect us to be flat to 5% appreciation in 2023. So again, we think it's a fantastic time to buy. The only reason not to is rates are high. But if the borrower can afford the payment for the next 12 months, they can refinance later, less competition, potentially getting seller paid closing costs. There's a lot of real, motivators for people to buy right now. We just need to do a better message of getting this out. So please share this with your database or craft your own message. Tell your database, tell your sphere, now is the time to buy if you want to buy in the next 12 months.